everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Texans going up against the Steelers. With that, let's send it out to our broadcast team. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with this Week 2 matchup.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. First carry for Lamar Miller. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 23 yards on the play. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
He'll look to throw, setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown as a Houston Texan. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's got time. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up second down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat him.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So it is third down now, but less than a yard to go. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. A gain of 8 and a first down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. A screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
Green with a catch left side. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Tried to get it on the edge there, but there was no seal, nowhere to go, had to step out.
Yeah, sometimes the defense just wins those battles because ordinarily the guy setting the edge, offensive tackle, tight end, H-back, someone of that caliber, wasn't there on that play. Defense wins it in a big way, no gain at all for the offense.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. In motion left is Rodgers.
Left. Kill. Jordan.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger finding time. And that is incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Detroit.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gets it to Strong. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Detroit! Let's go!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the 1st here on 2nd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off, William Gay. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Man in motion right, Antonio Brown. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. They come out here in the eye. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first down carry by Bell. Oh, up and over. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll come out in the pistol. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Rodgers. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard. He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Hopkins, the one receiver right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. Gets it to Strong. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Miller, the lone setback. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Novak's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they boot it through, and now we're all square after 2 quarters of play.
And what's that great term you taught me? They're level, right? They got back to level. Now they get to go back in the locker room, regroup, and start over in the second half.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good feet. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Ferguson, 88 yards. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. But special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Here we go now. Detroit!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Out to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And quickly they get to the line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. They'll set up a throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Back to throw here. He finds his target, Fuller. Give him 7 on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal, and they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run for it with Miller, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
After another really nice run, this is where the defense coordinator earns his money.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Demario Davis in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. 4 yards remaining now on second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 91 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll give it to him here. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Again, it's Bell. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big run that time by Bell. 42 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Another pistol look here. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Man open left side is Brown. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. offense readies for a 2nd and 1. They come out here in the eye. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stumped them. So now it brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Blue 30. Hey, slam. Here we go. Blue 30.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. Back now in Pittsburgh. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Hopkins, the one receiver right. Fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They'll go again with Bell.
Come on, not fair.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
A give to Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he'll lose yardage. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. 12 yards to go on 3rd down. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. He'll get the football here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Texans cut into that lead. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Bell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
3rd and 4.
Strong left, strong left. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 36 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Bud Dupree, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Miller, the lone setback. Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 79 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The give is to Bell, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He's going to get the football. And some room to maneuver. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's a pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this.
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. No place like California, California,
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate